the win or go home portion of the season as Ottawa-Glandorf takes on Shelby in the D4 Sectional Finals. Two storied programs look to keep their seasons going, and it's coming your way live and free on the OH Report. It's the 6 seed Titans and the 3 seed Whippets next.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank. That's better.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains.
Welcome into our Carothers Pest Control pregame, coming to you from Shelby, where tonight we've got the Whippets and the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. Win or go home time of the season. There's just nothing like tournament basketball. Andy Jardy alongside Greg Collins. Greg, there's just something different in the air about this time of the year, is there not?
Oh, I tell you what, it's a great time of year. Spring is coming, at least we hope. And basketball, as you said, it's win or go home. So there's no excuse, none, not to give everything you have on the court tonight, because tomorrow, basketball-wise, is not promised to you.
Yeah, nothing is guaranteed at this point in the season. These are two very storied programs who have made deep runs in the past, a couple state titles as well. And this should be a really good game tonight, despite what the records might tell you. We'll take a look at the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans first, coming into the season 8-12, 4-5. Coached by Tyson McLaughlin in his 14th season. This is a program and a coach that just knows how to win.
Well, and they're in a very, very good conference. A conference with some very good Division II teams. Lima Shawnee just having a tremendous year, as well as some D3 teams. Elida, our D4 teams, I'm sorry. Elida, which is the #1 seed in this district. A very quality basketball team. So, yeah, they don't have a great record, but they have a great schedule.
Yeah, and they also lost 48 points per game from their senior class that graduated last year. That helped them go on so many of those runs, and you saw a little bit of that this season. They started off 1-7, 7-5 since then, so it's taken them some time to kind of figure out who they have and what they can do. But this is a team that knows how to win and always dangerous come tournament time. And one of those kids that did return from last year's squad, Grady Tumazos from Ottawa-Glandorf, the 6-foot senior, averaging just over 10 points per game. He's going to be a guy that's going to have to get it done tonight if the Titans come out of here with a win.
Well, they're a team that only averages about 48 points a game, so they've struggled to score this year. Somehow he's going to have to play well, but all of their players are going to have to put in maybe not their best game of the season, but a quality basketball game, because Shelby is a formidable opponent that is playing at home. But
yeah.
you know, when you think of Ottawa-Glandorf, as you said, great tradition. The last 4 years in the Final Four, 2 of them in the final game. they know how to win. They know what it takes. So, you know, regardless of the record, you got to think that they're going to come out and give a great effort.
Yeah, and would expect nothing less from either one of these two teams as we now take a look at the Shelby Whippets coming into this 14-8, 10-4 in the MOAC, where they finished third in the conference this year under head coach Greg Galloway in his his fourth season, 10th coach in program history. The Whippets had just another pretty successful season.
Well, they did. You know, Marion Harding, River Valley were two teams that were at the top of the conference, but then Shelby was right there. And the second go-round played both those teams tough. Shelby is a basketball team that, you know, obviously got to the Final Four last year. They were hit hard by graduation. But one player that's coming back, DeVito, Braden, has had a great season. Maybe a little banged up tonight.
Yeah.
Didn't practice this week and turned his ankle in the last regular season game, but he's going to give it a go tonight, and certainly they're gonna need him if they're going to play at their best.
Yeah, averages over 19 points per game. That was tied with Clear Fork's Garrett Holtz for the most points per game in the MOAC. District 6 Player of the Year and D4 last season. But yeah, we'll see how the ankle goes tonight. You mentioned he didn't practice, banged it up in that last game, but he's out there warming up right now, and he's just Mr. Do-It-All. And as Coach Greg Galloway has said, he loves to be in the biggest moments, and he rises to that occasion.
Well, he did it in football. He's doing it in basketball. And last year is one of the few underclassmen the only underclassman that started on that great team. You know, he fit right in. He was the floor general. He was the point guard. Now he's the point guard for some inexperienced players coming into the season. But, hey, they're 22 games in now, so they're all veterans.
Yeah, this is both of these teams dealing with heavy losses to graduation, as DeVito is just the one returning starter. As we take a look at the bracket here, Upper Sandusky awaits the winner of this matchup, and both of these teams played Upper Sandusky in the regular season. Shelby lost to Upper, where Ottawa-Glandorf defeated Upper just a couple weeks ago. So I think we've got ourselves a pretty good matchup here on hand in this bottom portion of the bracket.
Now, Ottawa-Glandorf beating Upper was at Ottawa. It was during what I believe they call their Winter Classic, where they have 4 or 5 games over the weekend. Different teams playing there, some great opponents. And, you know, hey, you know, it's one thing to win at your own home court.
Sure.
But when you're playing at Ottawa-Glandorf, where it's going to be 95% Ottawa-Glandorf people, and boy, they love their basketball.
They sure do. Reading a couple articles coming into this game, too, and seeing opposing teams come in, talk about Ottawa-Glandorf. It's a house of horrors for so many teams, as they have been so good at home. Well, we will have the tip-off coming up for you right on the other side of the break. Stick around. We'll be back right after this.
Supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go.
Back here for our Carothers Pest Control pregame show, wrapping things up here right before tip-off. Andy Jardy alongside the Hall of Famer Greg Collins as we take a look at our keys to the game here tonight, starting with Ottawa-Glandorf. If the Titans are going to get the win here in a road game here in the tournament, a couple things that we're looking into tonight for them to get it done. No second chance points are going to be big to prevent multiple scoring opportunities for Shelby, and then the Whippets can do a nice job shooting beyond the arc. Got to defend the perimeter.
Yeah, and that's going to be key for, especially number one, for anybody as they progress in the tournament. You can't give teams second chance points. Percentages of scoring go up so much when you get an offensive rebound and get a second chance. Your three-point shooting, which comes to key number two. The best three-point shot you can get is an inside-out pass, especially from an offensive rebound, kicking it out to a three-point shooter. So those are two big keys if you're going to have the upset that Ottawa wants to see tonight.
And we'll take a look at what the Whippets have to do tonight if they want to advance into this Division 4 tournament. And if the Whippets are going to protect their home floor, you got to know your enemy, respect your opponent. Ottawa-Glandorf, they don't have the record they're used to seeing, but this is still a team that knows how to win, and you got to get someone else besides DeVito to help you win this thing.
Yeah, there's absolutely no question about that. You know, Ottawa-Glandorf, again, yeah, they don't have a great record, but they have a tremendous schedule. They play a lot of schools that are much bigger than them. And as you mentioned earlier, a lot of these losses were at the beginning of the season. They've been playing much better basketball, as you would think would have happened when you're an inexperienced basketball team.
So we are just now set for tip-off. Ottawa-Glandorf and Shelby. Starters for the Titans: Tomazos, Fortman, Ross Mag, Royce Ellerbrock, and Adam Mag. And for the Whippets, it is DeVito, Eister, Foltz, Brubaker, and Homan.
And right away, Shelby comes out into a 2-3 zone defense. You know, is it because they want to get DeVito maybe not, you know, out there perimeter pressuring, or is it this is the game plan all along?
Open three for Tomazos, gets the Titans on the board first. That's a good look.
Yeah, that is a good look. And remember, they're a team that they only average 48 points a game. So, you know, if any scoring early, keep this game close, keep it into the fourth quarter is going to be an advantage for OG.
Trying to answer on the other end, a little too strong on that. And here come the Titans in transition. Stepping into that three, feeling it, but a little too strong on it. Whippets come down with the board.
Well, both teams look like they want to get up and down the court a little bit. I'm surprised that OG shot the ball so quickly, but again, this is the pace they want to play. You know, Shelby wants to get up.
Boy, that shot just didn't fall, and we're going to get a foul underneath. Coach Galloway wanted a jump ball possession, but I think they're going to get Landon Foltz for the foul.
Whippets foul, charge number 11. Foltz, first personal foul, first team foul.
Boy, that shot did everything but go down.
Well, it was a good one-on-one move. Yeah, he got inside to about 6-7 feet, just didn't get the finish that he liked. But now Shelby is back in the 2-3 zone. Remember the last time they were set up in the zone, an open shot by that young man right there.
Another shot from outside. This one doesn't fall. Tumazos, though, for the board, puts it back. He's got the first 5 in this one.
And that's the toughest thing to do out of the zone is rebounding, getting a check out, because you don't have a specific player. You have to find somebody in your area. Everybody missed Tumazos last time, and offensive board, and he's quickly got all 5 OG points.
Whippets looking to get onto the scoreboard here. They'll reset the offense here, Nick Eister.
Looks like Shelby's playing a lot with the 4 out, 1 in. Now they're bringing the players out, doing a little horns action.
Homan kicks it back out. There's a nice look from outside, and it's good. Landon Foltz.
And that was a nice move by Foltz. A very nice pass.
Little inside-out action there. They were patient there. Passed it around so they got that best shot.
They were. Got a flare screen, and Foltz got open, and nice look to find him.
Tell you what, there is great energy in this building.
Yeah, the student section from Shelby right across from us, they want something. They sort of want something to happen so they can explode.
Nothing but 3s so far. And that one rims in and out. DeVito gets the board. Whippets a chance to tie or take the lead. Mid-range jumper there to tie it up. Goes in and out. But a good look again.
You're right. I think all the shots so far from, besides the putback.
There's another.
There have been a 3-point looks.
And Homan pulls down the board. But yeah, they are settling for those long-range jumpers. And drawing contact, he'll go to the line and shoot 2, Landon Foltz. So Foltz and Tumazos kind of going mano-a-mano with each other right now.
Foltz with a nice job. He saw the clearing. Here you see it go right to the lane, drew the foul, and he protected the ball to give it a chance to go in. It didn't go in, but he's going to have 2 at the line right now.
Foltz on the year averages 8.6 points per game, and he's just about an 80% free throw shooter on the season. Holden Aldrich checks in for the Titans. It's a 5-0 start for the Titans, and now the Whippets have answered with their own 5-0 run, and we are knotted up in what we expect to be a pretty close game.
And I think if you're Ottawa-Glandorf, this is the score you want. You want to keep it low. You've had a trouble this year of scoring a lot of points. Here's the first turnover of the game. Great defense by Shelby.
Yeah, that was a nice job there. Foltz getting his paws in there. Tumazos picks up the foul. So Shelby kind of withstood that first punch from Ottawa-Glandorf, and now looks like they've seized a little bit of momentum here, settling in a bit. It's always got to be tough, too, on your home court. Sometimes there's more pressure on you than the opposition. There's another 3. Carson Homan. It's an 8-0 Whippets run.
That's not bad when you can bring your big out and have him knock down a 3.
Trying to answer. Doesn't get it. Homan pulls down the board. And they turn it back over. Tumazos hits just about every part of the backboard and goes over. And it'll go back over to the Whippets. As you see Homan burying the 3. Gives the Whippets their first lead of the game.
Well, Shelby's been in the 2-3 zone. It's been effective. They gave up the open 3 to start the game, but after that, Ottawa's had a difficult time finding the rim.
Foltz drives in. Contact off the glass. He gets it to go.
Good on the ball screen up high and a flat screen, and Foltz just took it right to the hoop.
He's got 7 of the 10 points for the Whippets. It's a 10-0 run for Shelby. 3.5 to go here, opening quarter. Tumazos swings it around. Now it gets back to him.
Good ball movement. Not a lot of people movement, but good ball movement.
Tough shot, and it goes off of Adam Mag, and it'll go over to the Whippets.
I think that's the player they wanted to get the shot if you're Ottawa, but Shelby did a good job of making him shoot off the dribble with a little bit of pressure.
Have you seen anything different from Shelby defensively that we saw than what we saw those opening possessions? Because it looks like they're not getting anything.
No, I think, yeah, it's, still good ball movement. Ottawa's had some open threes, some good looks, just hasn't been able to connect on them.
Homan flies in for the rebound, bullies his way underneath, and they're going to call him for a travel or an offensive foul. Wow. That's a...
And you see him talking to the referee, just asking what he did, and I didn't see it. I don't know if he lowered his shoulder or here's a good...
See again, I mean, he lowers the shoulder, but that's not a lot of contact for an offensive foul.
Especially for tournament play.
Absolutely.
But hey, Ottawa's going to take it.
Here they pick apart that zone, get a look inside, but unable to score it there was Ross Magg. He had a good look. And we're going to get a reach-in foul.
You're right. That was a good look. Good high-low pass. Just not able to finish inside. Shelby does a good job of swarming to the basketball down low.
So Ottawa-Glandorf came out. They hit their first shot. And then it's been a struggle since then.
Besides one putback.
Yeah, besides the putback.
Now, it looks like they're getting good looks, just not able to connect. So they go to a little 1-3-1 half court. They cause a turnover. I have a feeling that they're trying to create a little offense from their defense.
Let's see if they can do it here. Tumazos into the paint, swarmed by a pack of Whippets, and a double dribble. Turned it over.
That one I don't quite understand either, but it looked like it was ripped out from him, but that's the call, and they're going to live with it. Coach McLaughlin having a little word with the official.
DeVito checking back in for Shelby. Talked about him pregame. Sort of tweaked his ankle in that last game of the regular season. Didn't practice this week, but he is back out there. And
well, the key is they're on a 10-0 run, and he is not obviously playing at his full potential yet.
Right.
So,
yeah, you got to love that if you're Coach Galloway and the Whippet faithful. You've got this 5-point lead. DeVito hasn't even attempted a shot.
And Ottawa still in the 1-3-1. Caused a turnover the last time. Doing a little trapping up top. Nice ball movement.
It's going to be a deep two, and it's a little too strong.
It is, but it was a good ball movement to an open shooter.
Can the Titans get back on the board? They've gone almost 4 minutes now without a field goal.
You got to reverse the basketball. Can't keep it on the side. Good defense by Shelby.
And the crowd feeding off of this defensive effort from Shelby. Is this where you'd love to see a shot clock?
Well, I don't know how many coaches would want it, but I so much want to see a shot clock.
Absolutely.
The whole world has a shot clock except for some high school, some state.
Yeah. I mean, this possession now.
If you're Ottawa-Glandorf, you're under a minute. Heck, you might just say, listen, let's just wear this baby down.
Coach Galloway and the bench making some noise. The student section getting into it. This defensive effort from Shelby.
Now, it takes so much more energy to play defense than it does offense.
Yeah.
But they're not penetrating. They're not forcing any energy from Shelby. They're just throwing the ball from one side, not even to the other. Here they make their mistake. And Shelby's going to have a chance with 31 seconds to maybe hold it and go for the last shot of the quarter.
That was at least a minute of defense that they just played right there. At least a minute.
But I don't think it was aggressive defense.
It wasn't,
no. They never really were able to penetrate by a pass or the shot.
DeVito
There's a big
from the
three.
corner.
DeVito makes himself known.
It's a 13-0 run for Shelby. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Titans looking to get some momentum back before going into the next period. 10 seconds to go. Again,
they're going to run a special, a set.
5, 4, 3 seconds. A three rolls in and out and falls. A big-time bucket from Brady Fortman is what the Titans need. That'll end a 13-0 run. They trail by 5, and we'll have the second quarter coming up for you live and free on the OH Report.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
They been sleeping on.
Back here for the second quarter, Andy Jardy alongside Greg Collins. As DeVito buries the corner, that capped a 13-0 run for the Whippets. And then a three by Fortman at the buzzer made it 13-8. What'd you like if you're Coach Galloway there in Shelby?
Well, you know, the first shot of the game for Ottawa made 3. The last shot of the quarter, made 3. But that's 7 minutes and 30 seconds in between. Ottawa really struggled with that Shelby zone defense. So I would be surprised if Greg Galloway gets out of the zone. If he does, I'm sure he's going to come back to it.
Folt's a little too strong there, but there for the putback. Braxton Dawson gets into the scoring, his first field goal of the night. And a feed inside, knocked away, and turnover.
Good defense, interior defense by Shelby.
Anderson Brubaker with the ball. Eister from the logo, bottom of the net.
And you saw right there something you very seldom see in basketball. All 10 players were on the same half side of the court. There was no reversing the ball that time.
10-point lead now for the Whippets. Starting to feed off of the crowd and the defensive effort they've done. Tomazos mid-range, in and out, and knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Titans.
Good hustle inside by both teams. Gives Ottawa a second chance right here. It was a good look by Tomaza. I mean, he used his dribble penetration, got to 10 feet. Again, not able to connect. Here, they're just not able to play pitch and catch.
Yeah, Ross Mag just too hot to handle for him there, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover.
Here's another turnover by Shelby, as that was a dead ball. So you're not allowed to run the baseline.
Carson Homan back in for Shelby. Landon Pester and Nolan Dooling check in for the Titans. See if the Titans can find any offense, and boy, he was almost too open.
Their out of bounds plays are great, but you got to be able to finish.
Yeah, that was Nolan Dooling who just checked in, and I think he surprised himself how open he was and just rushed it.
I think he did.
Shelby will look to make him pay. Brubaker, he pulls up for 3, and short, but Homan gets the board, goes up, and he banks it in.
He's doing a very good job on the offensive boards. Put back.
It's a 20-3 run by Shelby, as they now lead by 12. It's a 7-0 run in this quarter. Carson Homan gets his 4th rebound. He gets his 5th point. And timeout, Coach McLaughlin. They got to regroup.
Yeah, and they've tried to play some 1-3-1 zone. They've gone back to their man-to-man right there. But hey, you know, what do you tell your team? You've had 2 shots at the bucket from within 1 foot.
Right.
And you've missed both of them.
Yeah.
You know they're a better team than that. You know they're better players than that. But like you said, are they pressing? You know, are they intimidated a little bit of Holman inside? But they have to relax a little bit, get down and play. Again, Ottawa's a team that doesn't score a lot of points, so they can't let Shelby get insurmountable lead. It's a good lead right now.
And it's just amazing because it didn't look like they were tight, Ottawa-Glandorf, to start this thing. And it looked like Shelby was maybe a little timid, but how quickly momentum can shift in basketball, and especially at the high school level too. And playing on your home floor, they've settled in nicely. And
well, I'm sure there were some of us up in the stands after Tommaso's hit that opening 3. Here's a 3. But when he hit that opening 3 to start the game, we're saying, why is Shelby playing zone?
Yeah.
Well, this is why. Yeah, they just gave up another 3, but they've got this lead because their zone's been so effective.
Landon Pester hit the 3, the sophomore. Gets it back to single digits at 20-11. Eyster, who buried one from the logo, gives it up now. It's Brubaker. Eyster, he's close to that logo. He was thinking about it there for a second. Little heat check perhaps, but thought better of it.
Ottawa's playing a lot of denial on their man-to-man, which here they get the turnover. They have a 2-on-1.
Tommaso's nifty moves coast to coast with the steal, and then he finishes.
Well, after that timeout, now Ottawa's on a 5-0 lead.
Gets it down to 7. Boy, nice ball handling by Lambert. He tries to take it coast to coast, and it's going to go back over. Titans ball.
A lot of contact inside. Let's look at this. But a no call.
Yeah, that's a lot of contact.
That was. Now, I'm not sure if it was offense or defense. You're allowed to jump. You're allowed verticality as a defensive player, and I don't know if he had that, but you know, it's so easy to referee from up here.
Absolutely, right.
You know,
especially me tucked into this corner over here.
You can't see half the court.
I can't see the corner down over there. Dueling for 3, a little short. Tries to chase down his own miss, but it's going to go off of him and back over to the Whippets.
Now, neither of us have seen Shelby much this year. I know that last year, DeVito was the point guard. The ball was in his hands. Tonight, is it because of his injury, or are they doing a little bit less of him with the ball in his hands to start the offense and having him move without the ball? You know, I don't know, but you know, I'm sure that if pressure comes, he's going to have the ball in his hands.
Holman unable to hit that shot. Ross Mag pulling down the rebound, and Shelby's gone a little bit cold now the last couple possessions. Chance for Ottawa-Glandorf if they score here to make things a little bit tighter. They're kind of right on the cusp there of flipping this momentum.
They are. You see Shelby maybe getting a little bit tired. Their hands are down on defense. When you're playing a zone, you really like to play with your hands up since you're not denying as much as you would in man and take away from the passing lanes.
Mag inside. Misses the M1 opportunity, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's another example. Very nice interior pass. He's fouled, but he's not clobbered. That's one you would hope you can finish for a three-point play.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get it. He gets a chance to go to the free throw line, and we'll see if he can get from the freebies.
He's just a 54% free throw shooter on the year. And
well, he missed that one, so that's telling me this one should go in, right?
Yeah, right. Statistically speaking, this one should go in. Still looking for his first points, and boy, hit the back of the rim on both of them.
And right away, they're even on a miss. They're up in pressure. Get a little bit of trap. Greg Galloway calls a quick timeout before a turnover.
It's a 30-second timeout. First charge timeout by the Whippets.
So they'll keep possession there as Coach Galloway takes the timeout. It's a 5-0 run by Ottawa-Glandorf after Shelby started this thing off 7-0 in the second quarter. What's the one thing you don't want to do against that press right there? Is it pick up your dribble like where he did, or?
Well, certainly you don't want to pick up the dribble. You want to keep the ball movement. If you know a trap is coming, I think that time, because it was a missed free throw, it surprised Shelby that Ottawa-Glandorf came with a trapping defense. You see a lot more trapping defenses after a made basket.
Yeah.
But here they did it after a missed basket. But yeah, you don't want to pick up your dribble, and you certainly don't want to do it right over the half-court line or just before the half-court line. You saw that time that Fultz took the ball right over half court as the trap was coming. He tried to get the ball out before the trap could get there. You could see that he's a fundamental player. There he does it again. Well coached.
Homan there again for a putback.
That was one of the keys that you talked about pregame. Second chance opportunities. Homan's been getting a few of those.
Yeah, he's already got 6 rebounds tonight to go along with his 7 points. Here's another look for 3 from Pester. Can't get that one to fall. Mid-range from the free throw line. Boy, oh boy, that has kind of just been the story of the night for the Titans.
Yeah, dead on look and just can't convert.
Couple have just rolled in and out of that rim, and now here on the other end, one rolls in for Shelby.
Fultz with just a nice one-on-one move inside. Just a little bit too strong in the lane for the Ottawa defender, and goes up and gets the basket.
Lead back up to double digits now. Tomazos trying to get inside. And now with corner 3, doesn't fall. Homan pulls down the board.
Well, after hitting 2 in a row, one in the first quarter and one early in the second period, they've gone cold again from the perimeter.
Shelby turnover here, gives it back over to Ottawa-Glandorf. Tomazos will inbound it. With just about 2 minutes to go until halftime.
I'm not sure who had the basketball that time. Shelby had a chance to get the turnover.
Tomazos with the shot fake. Now he takes one. Nice touch.
That was. He'd missed a couple of those early, but that time he's able to knock down the pull-up jumper. But right away, Shelby comes back, and a long 3 by Eister, and he nails it.
His second triple of the night.
And that's deflating if you're Ottawa-Glandorf. You work so hard to get 2, and then right away you give up 3.
Shoemaker gets the and one opportunity as he got Homan in the air. That's the second foul on Carson Homan.
And Homan picking up his second. Greg Galloway decides to bring him out. You know, I think the same way. It's great if you can start key players in the second half with less than 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be out the remainder of this second quarter.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we saw him check back into this. And on the other end, boy, you talk about Fultz just being an intelligent basketball player. He is making a lot of smart decisions here.
Yeah, that's a nice move in from, what was it, Ontario, where he had such a great football season. And now he's here at Shelby having a great basketball season.
Hits the first. He's now 3 for 3 on the night.
go. If OG can hold the ball and for the last shot and convert, hey, they're going to still be in this ball game.
Yeah.
As well as Shelby has outplayed them tonight, it's still going to be a basketball game, especially if OG can score here late.
Well, you saw them hit a bucket before the end of the first quarter. See if they can do it again here.
Greg Galloway, he comes out man-to-man. I think this is a good time to do that. At the end of the second quarter, when you know OG is going to hold it for one shot, make him do it against pressure.
And they've been so used to seeing zone all night, too, to throw something different at them here now. Tomazos, deep, two. He gets it. Foltz, the three-quarter length shot comes up short. And the Titans, a little bit of momentum going into the locker room at the half. They trail by 7. We'll have halftime stats and analysis for you coming up after the break.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless.
Tonight's live and free basketball game is brought to you by our friends at Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Also by Carothers Pest Control. Carothers is looking to add a new technician to the team, offering 401k, PTO, and more. Reach out to learn more. Arcelor Mittal, smarter steels for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit arcelor-mittal-ohio.com and click careers for more details. By JJ's Pizza. Use promo code OHReport25 for 25% off at jjspizza.us. 43 years serving the community. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support local athletes, and they know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. By Graham Ford. All 2024 models must go. Financing as low as 0.0 or up to $10,000 off on select models. And by Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Right now, the Shelby Whippets are up 29-22 over the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans, and we'll be back with halftime reports and analysis with Andy Jardy and Greg Collins after this quick commercial break, live and free from Shelby, Ohio.
Supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Time now for our Carothers Pest Control halftime show, and back here at Shelby where the horses are out in full force in the student section here tonight. It's been a bit of a horse race here tonight as we saw Ottawa-Glandorf come out, take an early 5-0 lead. Shelby then answered with a 13-0 run of their own, and it's been a pretty good half, Mr. Collins.
Well, just like a horse race, it's really not how you start, it's going to be how you finish. And, even though Shelby has outscored Ottawa-Glandorf in both quarters, Ottawa hitting that last two to end the second period maybe gives them a little bit more confidence, maybe gives them a little motivation coming into this second half. But they're going to have to find a way to solve the zone defense of Shelby and to keep Shelby from scoring inside the paint area.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining first half. Both teams going on some runs. The big difference in that first half, though, Shelby able to connect on 5 triples from beyond the arc. Ottawa-Glandorf had plenty of good looks and just couldn't connect on a lot of shots, too, right at the rim. They've left a lot of points there out on the floor.
Well, they have. You think about, they're only 1 of 3 from the free throw line, but that was a 2-shot foul that they missed. And they are free throws. They're freebies. You got to be able to hit those. And you're right, some bunnies right there in front of the basket. They haven't been able to connect. But their big player, Grady, is it Tomazos?
Yeah.
I believe how you pronounce it, and he's a returning player for them. Struggled some throughout the half, but hit that big two, the pull-up two at the end of the second quarter, hit the three to start the game. You know, if they can get him to catch fire a little bit, the other kids to maybe relax, you know they can hit those inside shots.
Yeah.
If they could just relax and connect on those, hey, you never know what's going to happen here in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, Tomazos leads the way with 11 points, and for Shelby, it's Landon Foltz as well, who has 11 points here tonight. As you take a look at some of his highlights from that first half, connecting on a triple to get the scoring going, and then he's done a nice job getting inside and scoring too.
Well, you're right. Yeah, he knocked down that three, but after that, he's taken the ball to the basket a couple of times well and protected the ball with his body and gotten the shot up there, gotten fouled, gone to the free throw line. I thought he was a key for them. I thought Carson Holman was a key for them. I thought he really did a nice job at both ends of the court, close to the basket.
Yeah, Holman had 7 points and 7 rebounds. So second half underway now. Andy Jardy alongside Greg Collins.
And as you would think, Shelby right away out to the zone. I thought it was a good call to go man there at the end of the second period. Well, Ottawa scored, so it was not a good call by Greg Collins. But you knew you were going to come back to a zone here to start the third period.
Tomazos, just like he did in the first quarter, he hits on his first three.
And you're right, just like the beginning of the game. First possession of the game here, good ball movement, open three.
Shelby led by as many as 13, and it is down to a 4-point game. I always felt like the first 4 minutes out of halftime were some of the most important minutes in the game.
No question. A lot of coaches will say maybe the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4, as you alluded to in the third period. So key. This is going to set the tone, number one. And number two, who's going to get momentum? You want to have momentum here in the second half.
It's going to be the second foul on Royce Ellerbrock as Eister hits his first free throw.
I didn't see individual fouls. I don't think anybody's in real serious foul trouble, and we did not see a lot of free throws here in the first half.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean game in that first half. A couple offensive fouls, but Holman was the only one who was in any sort of foul trouble with 2. He sat the final roughly minute and a half of that second quarter, but nothing too crazy as he pulls down another rebound.
Yeah, he just out-muscled the man that time. Great job getting the defensive rebound that time by Holman.
Carson Holman at 6'4", the senior forward. Eister, another deep triple. This one doesn't fall. Chance to get this down to a one-possession game or get even closer here. Another opportunity. And
a second chance point. Gets it. It was a good job keeping it alive by Ottawa. And then catching the ball and converting the easy 2.
Adam Mag able to get the putback there and knocks it away, and they're going to say it's off of Holman. I thought, if anything, there was going to be a foul.
I thought there might be, but it was a good defensive, great scramble drill by Ottawa-Glandorf. Finding the open people and running at them, trying to trap. You could see that Coach McLaughlin is trying to get something going with his defense. Again, try to maybe create a little bit of offense from his defense. And, going with a little scrambling, a little trapping in the half court. The kids are moving their feet.
From the corner and short. But a second chance opportunity here for the Titans. They go back inside, turning around and a little out of control with that. It's going to stay, though, with the Titans. So they're getting a couple opportunities now.
But they seem to have better ball movement. It wasn't bad in the first half, but I think it's a lot better right now against the zone. Instead of just holding and having the ball stick, They're getting a little bit better ball movement, making Shelby have to rotate, especially from one side to the other, and trying to get some good looks. They're still struggling to score on the interior. I say that, and they get the ball inside. A nice jump hook.
And just like that, it's a one-possession game. And a steal here. The Titans have a chance to take the lead again.
And again, scramble defense. Nice pass, interior pass. Nice look inside.
Timeout Whippets. We are tied at 31 apiece as Ross Mag has knotted things up here. And just like that, you said it wasn't an insurmountable lead that Shelby had built, and Ottawa-Glandorf has just chipped away. They've tightened up defensively, and they've tied this thing up at 31 apiece.
Andy, you mentioned about the first 4 minutes of the second period, or the second half. Well, there's no question. This first 4 minutes of the second half, Ottawa-Glandorf is playing much looser than they did in the first half. They're playing harder. You can see all 5 people are moving defensively. You know, I call it a scramble, where they're, really trying to pressure the ball, trying to force turnovers, but doing a good job of taking away the next pass. And they've caused a couple of turnovers by Shelby, and they've converted those into offensive points.
It looks like there's been more of an emphasis to get into the paint than we saw in that first half from Ottawa-Glandorf.
Well, that jump hook that we just saw in the highlight, yeah, that was a key. And then the last basket, penetration into the paint. The defense helped inside out, which you really don't want to do, but they did, and a little kick inside for an easy bunny.
Once again, that full court press from the Titans.
But a good timeout by Greg Galloway.
DeVito gets it to Homan.
Here's a good player to have the ball. He's did a good job of penetrating. Fultz did in the second quarter especially.
Shelby looking to get back on track. Led this thing by as many as 13.
Good man defense by Ottawa-Glandorf. Not allowing dribble penetration.
The OG fans, they've traveled well too, making some noise. And underneath, Homan can't get the shot to fall. And that's going to be a travel. Fortman unable to come away with it.
Shelby didn't score, but I thought that was a good move by Holman.
Sure.
Ottawa's giving great pressure on the ball. They're out there trying to deny, which means you're going to have to beat your man one-on-one. And Holman was able to get in there, get a reverse layup, not able to convert it, but a good offensive move by them. And, I think if you're Shelby, you want to see more of that. Get the ball to the paint.
Eister just missed on his third attempt, but chasing down the rebound was Homan. DeVito can't get it to fall.
Good blocks out that time by OG, allowing one and done.
They are looking for their first lead since it was 5-0.
And you see Shelby has gone to the zone. OG right away with a special.
Second chance opportunity, and Homan pulls down his 10th rebound. But again, good looks there, and they got into the paint, just couldn't convert.
They did. They ran a set, and I think they got what they wanted, but just not able to convert on it and getting a second chance.
I think both offenses, they're getting the looks they want the last couple possessions. They just haven't been able to put it into the hoop.
Well, Ottawa's, I think their pressure has been affecting Shelby this half. Nice pass inside.
Homan can't
not
finish.
Able to convert.
But that was an excellent pass from Braxton
we
Dawson.
Have the highlight. We do. Adam Thompson right on it. Here's a good interior pass. Here's a better interior pass. Just not able to convert, but Homan doesn't give up on it. Goes after it and picks up the foul.
Foul is going to be on Landon Pester, which is his first. There is just nothing quite like tournament basketball. This has been an entertaining game. And it's now a competitive game, and you got both fan bases starting to chirp at one another. It's just
well, we're 5 minutes in, and Shelby's got what, one basket this quarter.
Yeah.
They've got a lid on
9-2
their own home court.
9-2 Titans here in the third quarter. Tomazos dribbling around, gets in, reverses up, and it doesn't fall. That's like the fourth time tonight that it has just not fallen down. And on the other end, the three a little too strong, and Homan going to get called for number 3. That's big.
I think, was it a foul or? Yeah, they did get a foul. I thought it was a ton. Yeah, you got better eyes than me. I thought maybe it was going to be a jump ball situation, but Holman, yeah, does pick up his third. Coach Galloway's going to give him a little bit of a blow.
Take a look at the replay here. Oh, these are all the close misses that we've seen tonight from the Titans.
The up and doodle right there, just not able to convert. I think this is a good call by Shelby. You know, they've been a little bit stagnant this half. So come out and give a little bit of pressure. Try to get your players back on their toes, get a little bit of juice in this gym.
That 3 comes up short, and a quick timeout by Coach McLaughlin there. Good timeout, too, because that might have been a travel if that went any longer.
I think you're right. It would have gone into a travel. Now you have to ask yourself, is it better to have possession of the ball and lose a timeout, or, I don't know. I personally like to have timeouts there near the end, especially in a game like this. You think in the fourth quarter, both teams have showed tonight that they can make runs.
Yeah.
Well, what better way to stop a run than to call a timeout? Stop momentum a little bit.
Crazy that this is a sectional final matchup. This feels like it should be a district final at least matchup with how these two programs have gone on deep postseason runs throughout their history. And we're getting it here in an opening round matchup for these, for at least for Shelby.
Yeah, the tough part is now they played in different divisions last year, but they both played in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Well, to think that one of these teams, their season's going to be over in sectional is
it's crazy.
It is. It's tough. Good out of bounds set, just not able to convert. Try to throw it up to Fortman. He's just not able to convert.
Getting a little slick down there on the floor. Unable to keep his foot down was Tomazos, and he just slid right out of bounds. Boy, these two teams, it just feels like one of them just trying so hard to get over the hump and break this tie, and maybe that gets a run going for one of the two, but neither one seems to be able to break the tie right now.
I think Shelby would just be happy to score.
That's true.
That lid on that basket.
Oh,
there we go.
There it is from Braden DeVito.
Leave it to DeVito to break through.
His second triple of the night puts Shelby back up by 3, and you just can't give the Whippets 2, 3, 4 opportunities. And a nice answer from Fortman.
And you saw what Ottawa did. As soon as Shelby has gone to man-to-man, Ottawa's kind of spread the court, trying to go a little bit of one-on-one, thinking they can get some matchups. And they have been able to do that.
Foul here underneath on Ellerbrock, I think is who they're going to call it on. That'll be his third if that's the case.
Well, you see a score of 34-33. This is right in line of how OG wants to play.
Yeah.
They're not a team that scores a lot of points, so they got to find a way to keep their opponents down.
That was Adam Mag who picked up the foul. DeVito had to get it in, or he was going to get called for 5 seconds, and instead throws it away. Shelby saying it's tipped.
And I think we have one official who thought it was, one that didn't. So now we're going to see who the lead official is, and that's a good piece of officiating. You know, hey, if one guy did see it get tipped, so be it. Yeah. Let's go with that.
And DeVito just had to get it in. He was about to get called for 5 seconds. Faking the pass and laying it in. Avery Lambert, confident in his first bucket of the night. Back up to 3, crossover, spinning, and
Now
getting
you
it back
see
out.
there, you see where Ottawa, you see how they have 5 out, trying to get Shelby out of the lane, trying to leave the lane to dribble, penetrate. Now they're doing a little weave out front.
For the tie, no. And what a rebound there, and a foul underneath. It's a heck of a rebound, though, by Ross Mag to go up, extend just the one arm.
Well, a long shot's going to be a long rebound, and that's what we've seen. We've seen a lot of three-point attempts and three-point misses, and the ball's bouncing out at 10 feet for the rebounder.
It's the second foul on Braxton Dawson.
Again, leave the lane open, penetrate, just not able to convert, but a hustle to get an offensive rebound.
Ooh, I thought Tomazos was going to pull up right there.
Well, I think it's, with 30 seconds to go, again, I would be surprised if they don't go for the last shot, but I've been surprised a lot.
It's a good point. This third quarter's flown by. I didn't even realize we were that close to the end of the third quarter. What a game this has been. They have scored on the final possession in each of the opening 2 quarters. They're trying to go 3 for 3 here. Chance to get it down to 1 or tie it.
And you would think this number 1, Tomazos, is the guy who's going to get the look. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Coming off a flare screen.
Tomazos can't get the tie. DeVito heaves the full court shot, and it's off the glass. Oh boy, call up your friends and your family. You're not going to want to miss this fourth quarter. Shelby leads by 3 after 3, and we'll have the conclusion for you on the OH report on the other side of the break.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
And it is money time here in Shelby as we get set for the potential final 8 minutes. This, though, could trend in to a little overtime. Andy Jardy alongside the Hall of Famer Greg Collins. Buckle up, Greg. This has it's been an entertaining game.
It has been. Both teams have made the runs tonight. And, it'll be interesting. Shelby has rested DeVito quite a bit, I'm sure because of his ankle. And we'll see how much he can go here in the fourth period. But a turnover just to start. I'm interested to see what Shelby's going to do defensively. They played zone most of the game, but there in the third period, they came out and played man. Ottawa did a good job of spreading the court and penetrating, getting to the paint.
And poked away, but still able to keep possession with Shoemaker.
It just seems like every 50-50 ball, OG's coming up with it.
Yeah. Good defense here again, though, from the Whippets.
It is.
This possession well over about 30 seconds now.
Good man-to-man defense.
Shoemaker back over to Tomazos. They try to go inside, spinning around, turning, and coming up a little bit short. But
and again, offensive rebound, second chance points, 50-50 balls are going OG's way, and I'm not sure that was a 50-50 ball. He just outworked Shelby. That
was Ross Mag that chased it down. He's got 4 rebounds, and he's been getting after some of those, and a foul underneath.
That was a nice set that hey, Coach McLaughlin's beside himself. They had it set up great. Backdoor play, and had it set up, and if it wasn't for the foul, they had an easy layup. But I would be surprised if OG doesn't again spread the court and try to get some dribble penetration in the paint.
For the tie, too strong.
Another offensive rebound.
And blocked. And knocked out of bounds. It's going over to Shelby.
And I think OG maybe even had that offensive rebound, but lost it out of bounds. There we go.
Yeah.
You know, hey, they're just being so scrappy here in this second half.
That was a big-time block, too, by Homan, because if he gets called for a foul there, that would have been number 4.
Exactly.
And Shelby turns it over again. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Their defense, though, protecting this 3-point lead. Tommaso spins around. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, I think that's been their most successful offense, is by just going a little one-on-one, a little isolation basketball. I'm sure Ottawa would love to have Colin White back out there to go isolation basketball, but I guess he's busy right now.
A little busy down in Columbus, yeah.
Well, I think, or either that or a flight out to California. I think they
that's true.
play, USC tomorrow. Yeah. But anyway, but then in Shelby would love to have Bruck Starter out there right now.
Tommaso makes them both, gets it back to a 1-point game.
And you talked about free throw percentages for both teams. Hey, it's key here in the fourth period in a close game.
Yeah.
You know, neither team has gotten to the bonus yet today, but they have got it because they've been aggressive going to the hoop.
Shelby's got to find a way to just not turn the ball over. DeVito, 3 doesn't fall.
Well, you're exactly right. You know, Shelby has turned it over a lot this half.
.543 and counting to go.
Calls a set play. Again, kind of spreading the court, looking for one-on-one inside.
Top of the key, the 3 is good. Brady Fortman, and the Titans have taken the lead again.
Yeah, kind of a step-back 3, not an easy one. But again, they're in their pressure.
Fultz pulls up from the free throw line, doesn't fall, chases his own missed shot though, and it's going to be a foul against Shoemaker.
And that was big. A big offensive rebound by Landon Fultz. Again, I mentioned that OG's been getting every 50-50 ball. That time, Shelby comes up with it. Fultz comes up with a big one. Gives them a second possession. They got Holman posting up inside if they decide to go with him.
Boy, tense moments here. 5 minutes to go in this sectional final between the 6 seed and the 3 seed. The winner will take on Upper Sandusky. You know, Upper's watching this one closely, and they are rooting for as many overtimes as possible to wear these 2 teams out.
I have a feeling Coach Winslow knows about these teams anyway. Of course, he's played them, but he has a good scout report on these teams.
No foul called there. Fortman.
Tough shot.
Yeah. Tomazos. Titans look to reset their offense. Now with the lead in no hurry.
38-36. We said Ottawa averages about 48 points. This is exactly the game that Ottawa wants to play.
Under 4 to go here in the fourth. Driving in and drawing the contact.
That was a nice set, a set that they had run earlier after a dead ball, and this time they run it again and get a downhill drive and pick up the foul.
That is going to be a shooting foul, too. Shoemaker will go to the line. Made his only free throw earlier in the game, just 1 of 1.
Now it's one of those tough situations if you're Greg Galloway, you're down by 3. You know, maybe you would feel more comfortable playing zone, but you can't afford to because you know what OG's going to do.
Yeah.
They're just going to hold the ball, be patient with it. So you are forced to come out and play man-to-man, even if you'd rather do something different.
Boy, that's a big miss there, though. Keeps it a 1-possession game. Tough spot there for Heister to try and get going right there at the half-court line.
Shelby being a little stagnant with the basketball right now.
Where do the Whippets go? Trying to come back into this one. That's a good start. They'll go to the line.
That was a good move by Brubaker. He drove the lane. Again, you know, it's the fourth quarter, a close game. I really like the taking the basketball to the basket. If something opens up to a good shooter, great. But otherwise, get the ball to the paint. Both teams seem to be really trying to do that here in the fourth period.
It's the first points in this fourth quarter with 3:26 to go for Shelby.
Well, they went with a dry spell in the third period. They only scored 7.
Brubaker calmly hits both. His first points of the night, gets it back to a 1-point game, 3:20 to go. Tomazos pulls up and buries it.
You know, he missed those shots early in the game, the pull-up jumpers, but ever since, I don't know, midway through the second period, that's been money for him. You know, you can see he feels very comfortable with that.
That's the third charge timeout.
He's now up to 18 points on the night. Came into this one averaging just over 10. Third team Western Buckeye League last season. Feels like he'll be somewhere higher up at the end of this season in terms of all conference rankings as you see what he's been able to do tonight.
Well, he's certainly a very good player, the pull-up jumper right there, but, you know, some other guys, they've just come out and played a second half better than the first half. You know, I go back to that first half. Remember those point-blank bunnies they missed?
Yeah.
Well, this looks like a different team to me.
Yeah.
You know, they hey, which good athletes. You can flush what happened prior.
Sure.
And it's like they just said, forget it. We know we're better than that, and they've come out and played harder, looser, and I think more aggressive than Shelby here in the second half. But with that, hey, we still got 3:10 to go, a lot of basketball.
A lot of basketball to go, and I tell you what, though, it looked like Shelby was going to run them out of the gym there in that first half.
Oh, it did. It really did.
The way that nothing was falling for the Titans, and Shelby got up to a 13-point lead, and
knowing that Ottawa has a hard time scoring, you know, that combination was not good.
Oh, I thought Homan had a chance to drive in there, and he missed it.
When he watches this on film, he's going to regret not taking it to the hoop.
.245 to go here. A crucial possession here for Shelby, down 3.
And you don't want to have the ball stick now. DeVito's got the ball, wants to go a little one-on-one. Ottawa doing a lot of team defense, doing a lot of help.
Gonna get a foul here.
That's only team foul number 3 for this quarter.
It's the first foul on Brody Fortman.
But we're down to 2:29. Hey, I guess we can call this crunch time, can't we?
That's what I was going to say. There's not too many possessions left. Homan to tie it. He gets it. A big-time 3 from Carson Homan.
That's his second 3, but none bigger than that one.
Fans on their feet. 2:10 to go. 41 all.
You got a trap by Shelby.
And left wide open underneath, and there for the 2.
Yeah, if you make the trap, you got to make it work. And Shelby having a hard time getting it in, so right away, Brubaker calls timeout. I believe Shelby's still going to have 2 timeouts remaining. Ottawa-Glandorf with 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, each team with 2 timeouts left, with just under 2 to play. Holy smokes, what a game.
Well, yeah, and if you're Shelby, if you're Greg Galloway, you would love to be in the huddle right now and go over a set that you would like to run. But you can't do that because of the pressure that OG is giving them. They're scrambling on defense, so you never know who's going to have the ball and in what position. Now, once you break half court, maybe you can get into a set that you like. But you got to be able to break the pressure first and then maybe go to the set that you feel comfortable with.
You just saw a look there at Carson Holman's day. He's got a double-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds.
He's had a great night.
He's hit some big-time threes. Pulled down a huge amount of rebounds to keep some possessions alive for Shelby. You don't need a three here, too, if you're the Whippets. Down just 2. Plenty of time.
Exactly. A lot of basketball left. Timeouts left. Fouls to give. Hey, get a good shot, but it's going to be a scramble shot.
Eister, and it's rejected. Swatted away by Fortman, and a foul here, I believe, is going to go against the Whippets. It will.
Yeah.
What a rejection. Eister looked like he had it, but the closeout by Fortman.
And right away, Shelby comes in with a full court pressure. I think this is a good idea.
Shelby, the
Looks
next
like it's
foul.
going to be man.
And the next foul will put the Titans at the line. So they don't have to play the foul game here.
You can see that DeVito just can't give the pressure that he's used to giving.
Yeah. Tweaked his ankle in the season finale. Didn't practice this week. Yeah.
I thought he was going to shoot it.
Yeah, they were.
And I think the coach would have gone on the court and wringed his neck.
100%. They are totally content here.
It's a 1:10 left. Here's the guy they wanted to foul. They're just not able to get to him.
Boy, Tomazos almost shuffled his shoes there. 1 minute remaining. Coach Galloway looking over to his assistant coaches. Where do we foul? And they're going to do it right now. And that's number 4 on Foltz.
Well, 2 guys Shelby can't afford to lose would be Foltz would be one of them.
Yeah.
Holman would be one, and then, I know he's not at full strength, but DeVito, hey, crunch time, you want him in there.
That's a big miss from Brody Fortman. 62% on the year. Misses his first. And Landon Foltz, he had 11 points in the first half. He hasn't scored here in the second half. Second one is good. 3-point game. Again, still time here if you're Shelby to go down and get something quick.
Oh yeah. You don't have to get a 3. Get a good shot. You have an open 3. They
Eister
do, and they knock it down.
Eister with ice in his veins. It's knotted up at 44.
Now the question is, with 35 seconds on the clock, can OG run the clock down for the last shot?
I think they will be content to take the last shot here.
Remember the public address announcer mentioning the 4th and final quarter?
We knew that might not be the case. What a game this has been. Fans on their feet, 44 all.
I would be surprised if it's anything but a dribble penetration by this young man right here.
Tomazos pulls up. The 3. Can they win it? It's too strong. Out of bounds. The Whippets will have it with 1.3 remaining. So it'll take.
Do you waste a timeout right here? Now remember, if you're Ottawa-Glandorf and Shelby decides to take the timeout, if you're OG, you only have 3 team fouls.
Yeah,
so you can afford a foul here.
I would say, do you foul?
You don't foul a shooter.
Yeah.
And unless you practice it, you don't do it.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling they're a well-coached team that they do practice it.
Yeah.
But the other problem is, whoever catches it is going to shoot it.
Exactly.
So you better get him right on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's only if it's a great pass down here, I
was going to say, I think with as little time that's left, you just kind of let it play out.
If you're Ottawa, if you can force Shelby to get the ball going towards Ottawa's basket, that would be great.
Whew. What a game.
Boys, 2 big-time threes. Shelby has had a difficult time scoring in this second half, especially in this fourth quarter. But 2 guys come up with big threes. Holman with 1. Who was the last one?
Eister hit the last one.
Eister with that one. 2 key, 2 big threes.
They've made 4 field goals in the second half, 3 of them from beyond the arc. They've just got 1 2-point shot. Will we see a little Christian Laettner magic here? It's DeVito, the heave, off the glass, and we are headed to overtime. 44-all. Buckle up, folks. This is going to be a fun one.
Well,
Hi guys, I need you all to have a foam finger. At Mechanics Bank, we're all about the community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank. That's better.
Overtime here in the sectional final between Ottawa-Glandorf and Shelby. 44-all. We'll play at least 4 more. Wouldn't be surprised if we play another overtime period. What a game it's been. Thanks for joining us here on the OH Report. Andy Jardy alongside the Hall of Famer Greg Collins. Always said the most important 4 minutes, end of the half, beginning. This might be the most important 4 minutes when you get to overtime.
Unless it goes into overtime. But it'll be interesting. Shelby comes out. They're going to continue in their man-to-man. I thought they might show the zone again. Force a tough shot, get the rebound. They're off and running.
Boy, every time Eister touches the ball, the entire bench stands up because they're ready for him to pull up for 3. He hit the huge 3 to tie it and get us into overtime here.
You know, the ball's just sticking a little bit more than I think Coach Galloway would like to see, which means 1 guy dribbling and 4 guys pretty much standing, which makes it easier to play half-court defense. If that's the case, they do spread the court now.
Here's Brubaker trying to get inside. And they set it back out. There might not be too many possessions in this overtime.
Well,
with the way
they're going to spread the court and go here. I would like to see him get the ball into
they missed the call. Fultz stepped on the
did he step on? I think that's
back.
what Coach McLaughlin thinks.
Yes, he did. He was getting dangerously close, and he stepped back. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, you're playing at home.
Absolutely, but they erupted the Ottawa-Glandorf bench, and rightfully so. And it's Eister again.
Big shot. They took a lot of time off the clock. If you're going to take time off the clock, you got to score, and they did.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have a chance to look at that, Adam, our director, but yeah, we'll have a look at it. Here's a chance to answer, and who else but Homan pulling down the board. That's his 11th. DeVito swings it around. Eister, shot fake. His 3 doesn't fall. Homan crashes in for the board. And it's a turnover the other way, but it's Fultz getting it and he misses. Chaos here at Shelby.
Boy, that's a wild sequence right there.
Wow. Timeout, Coach McLaughlin. They are still heated by that missed call.
Yeah, I think Coach McLaughlin wanted to talk to the referee. But what a sequence right here.
Watch his foot here. If this is the play, Fultz, he stepped behind the line.
He stepped behind the line, not just on the line.
He stepped back. The Whippets made him pay. Eister again. And then here underneath, all chaos breaks loose.
Boy.
And a smart timeout. Everyone collect their breath. But yeah, Foltz, I kept watching him. I was like, he's getting dangerously close to stepping back, and the official just missed it. That's a tough call in a game of this magnitude in this situation.
It is, but if you miss it, you can't call it. That's the way it is. Now, what does OG go to? I still think they try to spread it and use the dribble penetration. You're in the bonus situation. You've had success taking the ball to the hoop. You know, here they do a little pounding it inside, a little California screen.
Spin around, and boy, another one just won't fall for him. It'll
nice
stay
move
with him
in there. Good defense. A little cross screen inside. Got it where he wanted it, and just not able to convert it. But Holman just not able to come down with it. Minute 30 to go. Possession is important right now.
It's Tumazos with the ball. Now driving in and off the glass too strong, but there for the second chance opportunity is Ross Mag.
So we're back to tied. Ottawa still has a foul to give. Not that you want to give one, but you can play overly aggressive right now.
Yeah.
Go for the steal. We're at 1 minute right now. Well, to Shelby, can they hold for 1 minute? That's not easy against this pressure.
Eister lost his footing there, but able to keep the dribble alive. Under a minute to go now, 46 all. The winner advances to take on Upper Sandusky.
Nice
the loser
move.
season
Nice
comes to a close, and it's Eister trying to move on.
Nice one-on-one move.
He's got all 4 points for the Whippets here in overtime. Spin around. Doesn't fall. It's Homan with the board. And now you got to foul if you're Ottawa-Glandorf, because they've got a foul to give still.
You're
Coach
right.
Galloway screaming for a timeout. He'll get one. And the Whippets are 29 seconds away from advancing.
Well, it's not going to be an easy 29 seconds, because Ottawa's going to be aggressive going after the ball. If you're Shelby, you certainly like to keep the ball in your better free throw shooters' hands, but that's easier said than done sometimes.
Nick Eister has got all 4 of the points here for Shelby in overtime.
That last move was a great move. He set the defense up and just exploded down the lane for a right-handed layup.
So how long do you play defense here before you foul if you're Ottawa-Glandorf?
Well, I think you go for right away. You go for pressuring the ball, the inbounds, and trying to get a steal to the extent where if you foul, you foul. You have one to give.
Yeah.
Now, if Shelby, and I don't know if they do, but if they have somebody out on the court that is not a good free throw shooter, well, if you can pressure and force him to get the basketball, so be it. But that's easier said than done. But, I think if you're Ottawa-Glandorf, maybe one trap, and then foul.
They've got Brubaker inbounding it. He's 63.6 on the year. I think that's the worst of the guys on the floor right now.
Here's the trap. Here's the trap. Here's the trap. And a timeout.
That did take almost 7 seconds off the clock, though.
It did, and it's the last timeout for Shelby. Now with 22 seconds left, you might be able to do the same thing. One hard trap. Now, I thought that was a good trap, but not a great trap.
Yeah.
Hey, foul. You only got 3 team fouls.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have a guy in the game right now if you had 4 fouls, especially if he was an offensive threat.
Yeah.
So, make an aggressive foul. We've seen tonight, these officials are working hard, but it's been a tough game to officiate. We've seen some aggressive plays go through.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of contact down inside the paint that hasn't been called. We've seen some lighter contact get called for offensive fouls, so it's
right.
kind of been a guess as to what's going to get called. But
and if you're Shelby, you're telling your players, Greg's telling his guys, you got to hold the ball strong.
Yeah.
And again, just like any trap, try to keep the ball moving quicker than they're moving.
And the possession arrow is with Shelby if there is a tie-up. And a dangerous pass here. Fultz will chase it down, though, and you got a foul.
Ooh.
And there it is. They lost another 4 seconds there, though. So they got to foul one more time to put the Whippets at the line.
We've gotten all their spillover. Welcome, everybody.
I want to welcome everyone that has hopped over after the conclusion of some of our other games. This has been a doozy of one as we expected. Shelby led by as many as 13, and now they're trying to put the closing touches here and get out of here with a win, and there's a foul. Crowd wanted more, but that was nothing more than a common foul.
No, hey, that was a good call.
Yeah.
Now, unlike years past when you would go to the free throw line shooting a one-on-one.
I miss it. I miss it so much.
Oh, it's so much pressure on the kids. Now a 2-shot foul.
And he misses the first. He's a 63% free throw shooter on the year. He made both of his free throws in the fourth quarter.
If you're Ottawa-Glandorf, you do have 2 timeouts left.
This to make it a 3-point lead. And he gets it.
That's a big one. Now, if you're Shelby, and I don't think you do it unless you practice it, and certainly not yet, but you can foul.
Yeah.
You can foul. You know they're going to have to go for a 3.
Here's Tumazos. 10 seconds to go, and there's the foul.
There they use the foul right there. Good job of not fouling right away. Let him get to half court.
Waste some time, too.
Down to 9.7 seconds.
He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight.
I still think you try to make these. You don't try to miss the second one. And you make these and set up your full court pressure. You've had at least one possession of your pressure, which forced Shelby to call timeout early in the game. Shelby does not have any timeouts now.
Makes them both. Now they'll try for the quick steal and then the foul. And they're going to foul DeVito. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 73.8% free throw shooter.
It was a good move by DeVito. He faked like he was going deep and then came back to the basketball. Hard to defend. And you could tell he was thinking, I got to get the ball in my hands. I want to go to the free throw line.
12th best free throw percentage in the MOAC. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Makes the first one. This one to push it out to 3. DeVito with 7 points on the night. Makes them both. Here's Tumazos. And timeout coach McLaughlin. 5.5 seconds remaining. I think, again, if you're Shelby, you foul unless...
They did it once before, yeah. Now, again, you foul right away.
Yeah.
You don't wait. But, yeah, I can see them doing that right now.
I thought it looked like Shelby was going to play defense there and just let him. It didn't look like they were going to foul there before that timeout.
I saw prior to that where Coach McLaughlin told the kids to get the ball to half court and call timeout, so I wasn't paying that close attention. But, they might have been. There was DeVito at the free throw line. The other 4 players were talking to the coach, and Coach Galloway maybe was saying, listen, we just want to take away the 3.
Yeah.
Maybe switch all screens, and, if a guy penetrates, let him go.
Yeah, I mean, nothing can beat you if they make a shot. Just don't foul them if they're putting up a 3.
Tough situation here, but for Ottawa-Glandorf, and see how Shelby decides to play it.
It'll be Adam Mag to inbound. They get it in. To Mazos, pump fake for the tie. He's fouled on the three-point shot with 0.4 seconds remaining.
Now, is there any pressure on this young man?
No, not at all. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. He's got to make all 3 of these to force a second overtime. And he misses the first. So now you got to make this one
and miss
the next one.
And it's got to be a tip, so. You feel bad. It's a tough situation for that young man.
And he gets the second one, so here you're going to get a timeout by Ottawa-Glandorf, and they're going to go over the tip drill.
Also checking in from number 10, Holden Aldridge.
51-49, Shelby leads in what has been an incredible sectional final game. Again, this is only the sectional final between these two storied programs who have made state runs in recent years, and amazing that we're getting this as just a sectional final tonight.
And I think back, you mentioned that the winner will play Upper Sandusky, who is the number 2 seed.
Correct.
So
yeah.
obviously they're well-deserved. But I think back to the COVID year when Upper Sandusky had that great squad. They're well coached anyway.
Sure.
But they had talent, and unfortunately, they were not able to play the tournament that year because of COVID, and that's too bad. But here tonight, we'll see if OG has a prayer left in him.
They'll need to miss this and tip it in. Off the rim, and Holman able to get it, and that'll do it. The Shelby Whippets advance in dramatic fashion, 51-49 over Ottawa-Glandorf. What a game here tonight on this Friday night. We'll have our final thoughts, our MVP interview, all coming up for you on the other side of the break here on the OH Report.
Supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
It's net cutting time here at Shelby as the Whippets survive in overtime over Ottawa-Glandorf 51-49 as you take a look at Brubaker up there starting the net cutting ceremonies here. Always just a great scene at any level, but it just seems to hold a little bit more at the high school level as well too.
Next we have senior number 5,
Nick Eister goes up there, and heck of a game that Eister had here tonight.
Well, he had an overall an outstanding game, but nothing bigger than his last 3 as he turns and faces everybody and gets a well-deserved applause. But, you know, I think back to, you know, Shelby just struggled to score in the second half, but the 2 big threes, Holman and Eister, were just so huge.
Yeah.
So huge. But key players come through at key times, and those guys did it.
They sure did, and it's especially tough, too, for Ottawa-Glandorf because Fultz stepped back behind the half-court line at a crucial part in the game, and they came down and scored on that possession. The officials missed it. It's not the only play that determined the game, but it was certainly a big one, and that's definitely just a tough one if you're Ottawa-Glandorf in a game as close as this.
Well, you know, tomorrow in the diners in Ottawa-Glandorf area, that's what they're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Because the timing of that was big, and to Shelby's credit, right from that, it was a long possession. I think it was Fultz that pulled up and hit a short jumper, and you know that was such a key possession. I mean, you know, you want to get a lead in overtime, especially in an overtime that was played like this one, where there were few possessions. Boy, these kids they have smiles on their faces as they climb the ladder and cut the net.
What was that feeling like? All the years that you did it, and all the nets you got to cut down.
I'll be honest with you. Back in the olden days when I was a player was the last time I cut a net. I never cut one as a coach. I always left it to the players, and you know they're the ones that got the floor burns, and it wasn't me. So I never got to cut the net down in Columbus or I never did. I had the chance. I just did not take anybody up on it. But it is a great, you can just see the pride that they have. But, hey, they got practice tomorrow morning. Somebody's going to get a new net on there.
Yeah, they will be back in action on, you know, Adam wrote the note. I wasn't going to say it.
Adam, I talked about the great old days when I was a young buck, and Adam talks about, well, that's when we had a peach basket. Well, you know, I was playing one-on-one with Naismith, and, you know, we invented the game. But, you know, Adams hasn't been the same since he became a father.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, just not.
He was bad before, but it's a whole new level now with him.
It is. It is. Every time I show up, I'm surprised he's still employed. But, you know, he must have something on Skronsky's.
It's got to be that, too.
Yeah,
and then,
that's got to be key.
I'm just surprised either one of us keeps coming back. That's the other thing, too. I mean, every time it's like Adam will be with you, then I'm like, I should probably bail on that game.
Like we should bring him a gift or something. You know, I don't know how many times he has muted me. So
yeah, right.
But then again, I get that same thing at home. I get muted. So it's nothing new. But you know, you got to feel for the OG kids.
Yeah.
You know, they battled. What a second half they put up. It was just a contrast in games from the first half to the second half. But then Shelby got it back, got the adrenaline back, and working hard back into the overtime. But with your OG, you know, hey, these kids, you know, over the last 4 years, they've been going down to the state tournament to watch their teammates play. And, you know, this year they just didn't have enough. But, you know, it's a program that's going to be back. And, you know, they play in a tough conference, and they're going to compete in that conference in years to come. I'm so happy for Coach Galloway. I was able to be on the staff with Coach Ellenwood at Ashland University when Greg played for us. And just a quality young man, and you knew if he wanted to go into coaching or whatever he wanted to go into, he was going to be successful. And boy, he's had great success here in high school basketball.
Sure has. In his fourth season, 78 and, well, now 79 and 15. So we'll be back here in a few minutes to continue our thoughts, and we'll have an interview at some point once the kids are done celebrating down there. So stick with us here on the OH Report.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Rolling along in our Carothers Pest Control post-game show, Andy Jardy alongside Greg Collins as the Shelby Whippets keep their season alive with a 51-49 overtime win over the 6th seed Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. And you take a look at the numbers there, and yeah, it's a pretty even game.
Yeah, I thought, you look at the scoring. Shelby won the first half. Ottawa-Glandorf won the third and fourth quarter, and Shelby made the plays. A couple of big plays there in overtime to get the win. But, you mentioned during the second half that it looked like at times in the first half Shelby was going to run away with it.
And we are getting our interview coming up here on the other side of the break, so we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with you.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
Time now for our Arcelor Mittal MVP interview, and it's Nick Eister. 15 points, 3 threes, none bigger than the one that tied it there at the end of the regulation. Nick, have your feet touched the ground yet after this one?
I don't know. It's hard, man. I mean, we're up and down and tied, and it was all over the place. And hitting that three, going in overtime, they're trusting me to take every shot, and that's awesome. I couldn't ask more of them. They're all putting their all into it. It's great.
Yeah, what is it like having that trust and that confidence from your team? Because every time you touch the ball, like the entire bench gets up on their feet because they're expecting you to hit a big-time shot.
It's awesome. I mean, to have them trust me like that, like, it's the greatest feeling in the world.
What was this game like for you guys? Because you guys came out and it looked like you were going to run them out of the gym, and then suddenly it's a close game and you guys are down late. Just what were the emotions like in this game? You knew this was going to be a tough game, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's tiring. I mean, we came out the gate like we wanted to. It's always been our thing all season, and we did today, but, I mean, we got hurt people, sick people, whatever it may be, and we just slowed down, and they played great, battled back well, and it was just hard from there.
You guys are playing some great basketball here now down the stretch, now winning 5 of your last 6. What do you think has been the biggest key for you guys here to win so consistently here?
I'd say the bond. I mean, as the season goes on, we all get tighter as a group. I mean, we're hanging out at my house or Braden's house or whoever's house it may be, I don't know, all the time, and it's just great to have a group like that where you can all trust each other.
This place was packed, great atmosphere. I mean, what has the Shelby community been like for you guys?
It's amazing. I mean, since my freshman year, since I was a little kid, watching this, watching football, whatever it may be, I mean, it's awesome to just see how many people come and support a high school team.
It is impressive. This was a great atmosphere tonight. Carson Homan, too. We can't not talk about him, the double-double he had. He kept so many possessions alive for you guys, too. What's it like playing with the big fella?
It's awesome. I mean, I feel like every game he plays, I hear the words double-double. I mean, if he doesn't, he misses by 1 rebound. I mean, the kid hustles, and he goes through injuries, and he does all this. And, I mean, to have him on my side of the court is just awesome.
Will you guys get to celebrate this win at all, or is it back to practice like right away?
I don't know. I heard 10 o'clock practice tomorrow, so that sounds like a celebration to me.
Yeah, anytime you get to keep practicing, that is cause for celebration. You guys get Upper Sandusky now. It's a rematch of a game that didn't go your way earlier this year. What's your initial thoughts getting a chance to get a revenge game there?
It's awesome. I mean, play any team like that, you know, you got to come out hard, and we got to do better than we did last time. That's it.
And final thing, if you want to look into that camera and give a shout out to anybody, go right ahead.
Mean, coaches, teammates, my parents, the fans here, everybody. I mean, putting their trust in me and cheering and being here. It's awesome. Thank you.
Nick, thank you so much. Congrats on the win, and best of luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank.
That's going to do it for our Carothers Pest Control post-game show from Shelby. Andy Jardy alongside Greg Collins. This was an incredible game. Great to talk to Nick right there, and very level-headed and just a great kid there.
Well, I tell you, he hit a big shot there to tie it up there late, and yeah, it seems like that's the entire Shelby team. Just level-headed kids. They didn't get down when things were going against them in the second half, and made the plays in the overtime to get the W.
Eister finished with 15. Landon Foltz had 11. Carson Homan had 10 to go along with his 12 rebounds. And on the Ottawa-Glandorf side, Grady Tomazos 21 points. Brody Fortman had 13 to lead the way for Ottawa-Glandorf. So the Whippets season will continue into the district semifinals. They'll travel to Findlay High School on February 25th, where they will take on Upper Sandusky at 8 p.m. And we will be covering that game here for you live and free on the OH Report. So that is going to do it for us here tonight from Shelby, Ohio. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much to Oliver Kramer on camera. Adam Thompson, despite the comments, great job producing and directing as always. For my partner Greg Collins, I'm Andy Jardy. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy the tournament.